Hello and welcome to Allianz Stadium for the preliminary final between the Manly Seagulls and the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. Here in Sydney tonight, it will be the decider between one of these two teams to go and play in the grand final at ANZ or Accor Stadium next week, Sunday the 22nd. I'm your Commissioner Will Kay, very excited to have you with me tonight as these two great clubs will do battle and will play for their season and potentially a premiership. A young Manly Seagulls side taking on an experienced Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs side. It's going to be just one to watch. Make sure you got your popcorn ready. Make sure you have a drink in hand and a comfortable seat because we are going to be digging in here for at the very least 80 minutes. During the week, Manly obviously got the week off last week. They're going to come into this match with a bit of refreshment, a bit of gusto. And you look at them and their strength really is their attack. While the Bulldogs, it's the way they grind their games. They're just able to slowly really decimate and tire out their opponents before striking hard, as we saw them do last week against the Cowboys. So this is going to be a very good matchup. Last time these two teams played, it was Manly with the win. 30 points to 16. Oh, as that's going to be a knock-on early here from Manly. And they may be in a bit of trouble. The Bulldogs, against probably their grinding ways, they may want to get some early points to the board here. That's going to be one. Going right. Moana. Short ball to Johnston there. He gets on the outside shoulder of Pache. But he doesn't quite get away from his. Moana gives a short ball. Johnston on the inside now. Johnston fends off one. Has to be brought down by Ben Punch. Beckman's waiting, but decides not to get involved in the tackle. They go left now. Namina. Stopped well there by Creed Alex Chapman. Oli Pache as they go left now. Short ball. Moana looking to crash over for his team. Unable to do so there. As referee Luke Shaw wants to send this one up. And no try, you'd think would be the decision there. Yep, red lights. And early on here, the first attacking opportunity. Can they score in this last tackle here? They go to the right. It will be. It's going to be Kobe Johnson. It's going to be a beautiful kick. Maxwell's through. And the Bulldogs on the board early. Well, how about that? The most unlikely of playmakers, Kobe Johnston, just feeding a try to his fullback. It was a beautiful kick. Just went across the face there of Ben Punch. And there was no chance that he was going to chase it before Tatiera Maxwell got there. New Zealand international, taking it all the way there. Go Wallace. Slots that one. 6-0 will be the score. The Bulldogs up early here. Talk about this Bulldogs side. As I said before, they're really one of those teams that grinds down their opposition, but getting an early lead like that, an early try, which gives them a little bit of a buffer. I don't think the game plan will change in any sense, though. It will very much still be go through the middle and go through it hard because, you got some big boys for the Manly pack and some very good props. And, Aaron Beckman at lock, he's just really one of a kind of player. But, you get a bit of some tough carries around them. Kobe Johnson, Filippo Gould, bring the edges in. They can really grind him down, make it difficult. Here's Ruben Mobbs, bumping off one against his future club. Pache getting pushed aside for a second there. He went for a second dig at the tackle. That's Maiava down the short side. Steps around one. KCK has to come along. Possibly the last game for both John Boy Maiava and Ruben Mobbs for the Bulldogs. After what can only be described as a great time as Casey Namina now through the line. Just bumping off one. KCK couldn't get to him. Luckily, Prelax Chapman was there. They go to the right. It will be Moana. They're looking to go back-to-back tries here. Who's going to be up in the air? It's going to be tapped well. It's going to be Moana collecting. Pache. Oh, I don't know if they've been able to stop him here. The ball's come loose. The Bulldogs may be in for a second here. Not a good angle, that. But I think that tells a tale. And I think the Bulldogs early on have gone back to back. Yes, they sure have. There's the green lights. To get an extensive early lead, only just under 6 minutes into the match. Wallace kicking to make it a 12-point difference. There you go. I didn't expect that, but it was a beautiful kick there. I think it was Moana putting it up. Columbus came through, tapped it back. Moana ended up with it. Oh, hits the post there. Wallace, not his best strike of the boot. It just looked like it floated a bit with the wind. There's a bit of a gale out there tonight, so can't really blame him. 10-0, not a bad start here for the Bulldogs. I'm sure they're already very happy in SRL chat. Wow, bit of a surprise early on here. Oh, it's Namina on the kickoff. Big hit there. As they go left, now it's Moana going to Filippo Gould. He'll drive it just past the 30 here. The Bulldogs, I mean, if they can score another try here, they may put the game to bed before it's even really started. As Mayava with another good run. They're just loving the use of him down the left wing now. And I mean, why wouldn't you? He's just such a solid player at the moment down the wing. And his finals form, you know, if he carried this throughout some of the season, he'd probably be a nomination for winger of the season. As now it's going to be Tatiera Maxwell, tearing through the middle. Tatiera Maxwell, he can't beat KCK. An ankle tap, desperation from the fullback. They go left, it will be Moana, putting out a high to the left. And a good take there from Shannon Freeburn, but they're going to get a repeat set here. The Bulldogs, relentless in attack at the moment. And I mean, I have to say, my hypothesis for this game has been well and truly proven wrong. I thought there was going to be a grinding kind of style, I guess, but it in fact has not been. It's been far from it. It's been all-out attack early on from the Bulldogs, and maybe the game plan is get that lead. And they have shifted it, get that lead, and keep it going. Because they know how Manly can get if they get on a bit of a roll. If KCK gets his hand on the ball, gets 1 or 2 tries, that can very quickly turn into 4 or 5 for him, as we've seen time and time again from Kane Chapman-Kenny. So they need to be careful here, the Bulldogs, and how they execute. If they can get another try, it's going to be a very hard lead to chase down. It's Namina driven back there, just under 10 meters out. They go right. It's going to be Hellier, goes for the run himself, tries to dig in underneath Ben Punch. Can't quite get around him as Hellier plays all. They go left. It's a short play to Kobe Johnston and a hand over there. The crash play. He goes for the line anyway, but no luck on that occasion. It's Cody Ogg trying to run it through the middle. Plays the ball. Buckingham goes out to left. Bontoff now goes to Walmsley. They need to get a line break and get down this other end here. They haven't actually touched the ball since they made that error, which the Bulldogs scored off. So they have had pretty much no possession since the kickoff here. Unless you want to count the driven back into his own in-goal from Shannon Freeburn before, but I don't think you would. As they go right, Bontoff now, short ball to Walmsley. Ramsden gets past the halfway line. Not a bad set there from Manly. They know the pressure's on. They just want to play a bit of conservative footy for now. Try and pin the Bulldogs down this end, maybe in this defensive set, but they haven't got a good chase here. Mayava, crushed in the tackle. Beck Goodwin coming across. And a big legs tackle around John Boy Mayava. Now Wallace, fending off one. Offloads there to Namina. It comes off his chest into the lap of Carl Lewis. And the breadbasket has just been filled there. Buckingham plays the ball. They go left. It's going to be Carl Lewis. Carl Lewis, he was through the line. He gets the ball away, though. And Daniel Hellier, oh, hell yeah! He gets the offload, the intercept. But he is folded for his troubles. He's gotten up a little bit sore there. It's Kobe Johnson, a little bit timid. Gets an offload away to Gould. Seems to be running around fine now, Daniel Hellier. As they go right, it will be Moana. Now goes to Hellier. Runs it straight to the line. He wants a second crack at Ben Punch. Buckingham makes the tackle instead. As they go left, Mobbs. Straight through the line. Ruben Mobbs. Options on the right. He doesn't use Johnston. There was a plethora of Manly supporters around there. The fence, that is. I don't blame them as they go left. It's going to be Moana putting up a high ball. Freeburn's under pressure again here. It looks like it's going to be taken well there by Shannon Freeburn. I thought Maiava was going to go for it. But he just couldn't quite time his run correctly. 20-metre tap is where they will go here. The Manly Sea Eagles.
Up now. Zero tackle. Hands away.
It's Walmsley.
He's held there. That's one.
Brought down. That's the first. Going out to the right now. Will be Bontoft. Short ball. Alex Chapman folded there by Namina.
Keep going.
And the forward packs from both teams just trading hits at the moment. Now it's Ollie Parche. Gets an offload on the inside. Beckman's there. Here's that hit from Namina again. As they go. Beckman playing the ball. Out to the right. Lewis. Now goes to Goodwin. Goodwin steps one. Beck Goodwin. Can't get the ball to Ollie Parche, who was looping on the outside. Rex Buckingham. Fourth tackle. He goes left. It's going to be Beckman. Spreads it out to Ben Punch. The prop takes it. They're 11 metres out now, Manly. Can they score this set? They go right. It will be a good kick there from Cruz Bontoff. Looks a little bit shallow, though, as Komene comes down with it. Komene runs a few metres and brought down by Kane Chapman-Kenny. And that'll be the first. Not a bad attacking set there from Manly, but couldn't quite execute on the last. The kick was a little bit shallow from Bontoff. There's mobs now through the line. Well, he's showing this Manly pack at the moment why he has been appointed as their captain for next season. I'm not too sure if the Manly pack are appreciative. He may have a couple backflips yet if he keeps on running over them in this way. That's the fourth. Go. Sure. Good little dummy there from Thomas Wallace, as both hookers just getting our dummy half early in this match. He'll play the ball in the 40, and a lot better defense there from Manly. Just held him out of this red zone. As it's going to be, a bit awkward there, but Beck Goodwin goes down the sideline. I thought Beck Goodwin was going to pick it up and pass it. Just a short pass to Shannon Freeburn, like we see often with fullbacks and wingers. No such play at the moment. Shannon Freeman, that's a forward pass. And a terrible spot to give the ball away. That all just comes undone there. Wow. That is it's pretty poor there for the Bulldogs. Now a rare scrum. We don't see this very often. Of course it will be. And hell yeah. Send him for 10, sir. There's the penalty. And Manly out of a sticky situation now. And they will start their set over the halfway line. Bit of chaos there. It was a forward pass from Buckingham. Immediately the play after the Bulldogs spilled the ball. Filippo Gould not ready for it. Both second rows with big afros. They should be marked up against each other, actually. There actually should have been some foresight there. But anyway. So they go. Ben Punch. Now goes Ollie Parche. That'll be the fourth. Playing the ball. Out to the right. It will be Lewis. Can't get the ball to Creed Alex Chapman. 15 metres out now. Their star halfback's out of play. It's going to have to be Bontoft, I think. Maybe Beckman on the right. No, they go to Cruz Bontoft. He puts up the ball. It's a little bit shallow again. He needs to get a bit more risky here. And well taken by Rawiri Kamene. Once more. The Seagulls unable to crack the line, and too long in the tackle there from Cody Ogg. Just giving the Bulldogs some free meters. So we go kick into touch. Now they go left. Johnston. He'll play the ball. That's the first. Down to the right. It will be Hellier. Now it goes to Kamene. Kamene steps one.
That's his second. Go.
Couldn't get the ball back on the inside there to Angie Slugger. Instead just had to take the run. Is Hellier. Not afraid of the contact early on, Daniel Hellier. And what he lacks in perhaps defence is more than making up for in attacking persistence. He's just putting his body on the line. He knows how much this means for the Bulldogs fans. Growing up as one himself. Really does put his heart on his sleeve, Daniel Hellier. Excellent player. One of the Bulldogs' best from this season. It's Freeburn. Steps around Gould. Brought down by Moana. These kick returns that the Seagulls just can't quite execute at the moment, it looks. Just They look a little bit flat. Shannon Freeburn, Cody Ogg not getting the space that they need to really make any good meters. And I mean, that's obviously a point of target for the Bulldogs defense. They really want to shut down Shannon Freeburn in particular. They've been kicking to him and just having 3 or 4 men ready for him.
Get back, look at me.
Where the danger lies here. Maybe an early kick. No, Filippo Sokovan Walmsley. Sorry. The Afro second row is just really mixing me up. They may be brothers. Long lost, perhaps, but they definitely could be brothers with that hair. Angie Slugger. Unable to get anywhere. Dom Young with a good tackle there, and the game just settles for now. Haven't seen any score in a bit of time now. About 20 minutes just about. Tierra Maxwell finding a line break. There you go. Kamene goes to Hellier on the inside.
He's held free. Held.
He can't get the ball. It's Wallace. Goes to the left. Oos Willis. Gets an offload on the inside. Hodgson. On that right shoulder. He had a great season 8. Not as... season 7 rather. Not as potent in season 8, but still a very solid second rower for this Bulldog side. That's good. Plays the ball. They go left. It's going to be Moana putting the kick in over the top. Freeburn, can he make some meters in this one? No, he can't. Columbus ready for him. And the wingers for both teams, they are just swarmed. Unable to get their teams on the front foot for their sets. The forwards, I mean, they've just subbed on. They're already looking a little bit tired here. As Carl Lewis goes to Tuxio. He'll play the ball in the 20. That's the third tackle. Coven Walmsley. Taking a hit up and getting his team about 10 meters there. They go right. It will be Bontoff. Now goes to Kane Chapman-Kenny. He can't break the line, though. That's the 5th and last. Playing the ball. They go left. Carl Lewis puts the kick in over the top. It's going to be well taken by Angie Slugger there. Slugger, stepping one. Angie Slugger on the outside now of Kane Chapman-Kenny. Can he bring him down? Yes, he can. And Kane Chapman-Kenny able to reel in the winger, but not before he gets on the 20-meter mark. Now they go right. Kamene, no fullback at home. Dom Young with a very important tackle. Ogg coming off his wing to help there, as that's going to be the second. Going to the left, it will be Slugger. Looking for the line close up, but he can't get there. Buckingham brings him down. They go left. Now it's going to be Hodgson. Now it's going to be Willis. Willis pushing for the line. Oos Willis. I think he'll get there. And Oos Willis, they're going to send it upstairs here. But I think the Bulldogs have scored another one. Well, there you go. Oos Willis scoring another one for the Bulldogs here. And a lapse in concentration from the Manly Seagulls. They're looking down the barrel of a 16-point tail that they'll need to chase down. They've got about 12 minutes before halftime. Get 1 or 2 tries before then. That would be greatly appreciated by Kane Chapman-Kenny, I believe. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't be, but the Bulldogs, they're going to be very hard to beat for Manly, and if they obviously win this match for either the Storm or the Warriors, it'll also be hard to beat. Manly just haven't shown up so far in this match, and I mean, that man on the screen there, Kane Chapman-Kenny, he has not injected himself in his last game, potentially last game, of captaincy. He has not injected himself like he needs to. And I think that's not all his fault. The kick returns have been lackluster from his wingers. They haven't been kicking to him in particular. They've really targeted Freeburn early on. And then plays like that, when they just don't wrap the arms, the Bulldogs make an extra 10-15 meters. Puts pressure on Casey K to defend. He's tired in defense. He can't be energetic in attack, so it makes it very difficult on him. And I think it's very deliberate from the Bulldogs. I mean, they're a very strategic team. We know how Damien Moana likes to play, and it's very much fine-tuned against the opposition that they face in a particular week. Here's going to be a kick from Damien Moana. Puts it over. Cody Ogg, what can he do on the kick return? If he can score here, that'd be great for them, but he can't get away. And you can just see the formation there of the Bulldogs, ready for Cody Ogg in case he broke the line. Maxwell bringing him down. As now they go. Tuxi Ogg. Bringing it over the 30. 2 Oggs. First 2 runs of the set. Rex Buckingham now. Daniel Hellier, great tackle there from the halfback. driving him backwards. That's the third. It's going to be Dom Young now. Dom Young through the line. He can't put the footwork there into Tierra Maxwell. But he does get his team past the halfway line. If KCK can get a run here of some sort, they may be able to find attacking position. No, they can't. They haven't been down this opposite end in a long time now, the Seagulls. It's going to be a forced kick from Lewis now. Down to the wing of John Boy Mayava. I don't know why he'd be kicking at him. He's been dangerous every kick return. He's dangerous in this one as well. John Boy Mayava, an ankle tap there from Beckman. Slows him down enough for KCK to tackle him. But that's only the first, and they're past the halfway as Moana spreads it out to Maxwell. He steps one. KCK, he is to come across. Maxwell's through. Maxwell will score. The Bulldogs, a dominant first half performance, and they are well in control here at Allianz Stadium. I mean, you could see that one brewing. It's the heads-up play of Damien Moana. I know I've given him a fair few compliments already, but it can't be understated what a quality clubman he is. Just the heads-up play. He knows that the fullback's nowhere to be seen. You know that there's a bit of a mismatch in agility on that right side of the field with Tierra Maxwell. The poor forward that he stepped. And it's just there's a bit of foot race after that. KCK had to come from behind, couldn't make it. 22 points now. The Bulldogs are up. And yeah, wow. I don't think anyone saw this one coming. I certainly didn't. The Bulldogs, the mammoth effort here, as that's going to be the second. They go left. Filippo Gould gets the ball across the field there to Jack Tedesco. They score one more try. It's going to have to be the biggest comeback in SRL history for Manly to overcome this threat from the Bulldogs, to overcome this statement that they've made in the first half. And I think that both the Warriors and the Storm, they're watching here because they need to find some sort of weakness. If whatever team makes it through the grand final, they need to find some weakness in this Bulldog side if they manage to hold on to this lead. I mean, I personally don't see them losing from here, but stranger things have happened. There may be something yet, as it's going to be Carl Lewis straight through the line here. He'll go for a bit of a run. Wallace is coming across to make the tackle. Maxwell's the one to do it in the end, but that's only the second, as the 40-metre mark is where the Manly Seagulls will sit for now. And now it's just going to be Tuxiog straight through the line. Holds onto the ball almost at the 20 there. That's the third. The fullback to Tierra Maxwell making another tackle for the Bulldogs. They go left now. It's going to be Bontoff. Spreads it out to Cody Og. He can't get away from Riri Kamene. As the Bulldogs, they've just let a bit of space here for Manly. If they can score here, it may help them going into halftime. KCK is going to be the one underneath it. It's going to be well taken by Mayava instead. Mayava stepping around one, and he has just been electric tonight, John Boy Mayava. The Seagulls unable to score once again. That's their best opportunity they've had tonight, and they haven't been able to capitalise. But now it's going to be a pick-off of the pass from George Robson. They go. It's going to be Rex Buckingham from dummy half. I thought he spotted a gap there. Filippo Gould closing it. That's going to be the second. They go left. It's going to be George Robson. Gets an offload away. That looked questionable, that pass. Aaron Beckman shrugs off Oos Willis. As that's the third. Playing the ball here. They go to the left. It will be Tuxiog. Gets the ball away. It's going to be hit off the ball, though. It's going to be Cruz Bontoft. Fourth tackle. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. They go to the right. Crash play from Beckman. Driven back there by Thomas Wallace and Oos Willis. As that's the fifth and last. The fresh props coming back on for Manly. As Bontoff puts it up high, out the right side. Can Goodwin get a tap on it? Yes, they can, but KCK wrapped up by Filippo Gould. And a handover there. You've got to give it to the Bulldogs' defense. It has been just as good as their attack. The fresh forwards on now. And Manly's, probably that's the best set they've had in terms of being able to score. Just goes begging. Namina. He'll run up, and the Bulldogs will end the half with possession, you'd think. So Wallace goes to hell yeah. Can't get the ball on the outside. Hodgson. That's the fourth. They're going to go. Johnston now goes to Moana. He'll play the ball, you'll think. No, he'll take us to half-time. Canterbury up by 22. We'll see you shortly. Welcome back to SRL TV, where the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs are currently demolishing the Manly Warringah Seagulls here at Allianz Stadium. The SRL Premiership Finals brought to you proudly by TBC Live, and it's 22 points the difference here. The away side finishing in 6th. Fought their way to a preliminary final, one step away, 40 minutes away from a grand final, the first in their club's history. Only their second season in the Premiership. It could be pretty rough out here. Manly going into the sheds at halftime, obviously down by 4 tries, 3 of which were converted. They had about 60% possession, Manly, according to the stats at halftime. However, an interesting stat: the entirety of Manly, when added up in their running meters, ran less meters than 5 players, the top 5 players from the Bulldogs. So think about that for a second. The entirety of a whole team was outran by 5 players, being Tara Maxwell, Thomas Wallace, John Boymayaba, Casey Namina, and Filippo Gould. They were outrun. So that is pretty crazy. As Ben Punch gets the ball here at the halftime break, the message from Casey K was basically, give me the ball. He had 40 run meters in that first half. He wasn't involved much. There's his first run of the second half. It was a pretty good start there. It was give him the ball and, just let him run, essentially. They really just need to get at least a try here early on to try and spark some inspiration in their side. Although that's not going to help. Cruz Bontos kicks, they've been well off the mark tonight. And there's another one. Johnny Columbus stepping around one, almost making a fool of Kane Chapman-Kenny, but unable there. Turn him around. As they go. Moana goes to Filippo Gould. He plays the ball. Going right. Now it's going to be a hell yeah. Spreads it to Maxwell. Playing the ball there. Tierra Maxwell. Going left. It will be Daniel Hellier. Oh, the ball's got to be forward. Yes. Thank you, referee. Thank you very much, Anthony McDonald. Or Luke Shaw, whichever referee called that. That was a very forward pass from Hellier. And the Bulldogs, the message was just to get the momentum going. They're 22 points up. That doesn't mean they stop scoring. They really, they found their stride in the second half against the Cowboys last week. Get this momentum going. If they can put a really big win on, it'll give their team both a big confidence boost and a bit of a smile on their faces. You're 22 points down, you take the 2. Interesting tactic there from Manly. Very interesting tactic. I mean, I guess they wouldn't want to go down in this match without scoring a point. So at least they guarantee points, I guess. Interesting. But alas, Manly on the board now at the very least. 20 points down. I just don't know how they're going to find their way back in this game. Casey K thinks it's going to be him. I don't know if it will be. He hasn't had his best game tonight. He's been far from a strong Kane Chapman-Kenny performance. I think it's going to have to be one of the forwards to really break this game open here. So we will see going into the second half. Manly's drawn first blood in the second half. It's only a penalty goal. They're down by a lot of points here. It's a big lead to chase down in just a half. So, a halftime, the try before halftime would have really helped them. But there's the pass on the inside, goes wayward. Now it's Thomas Wallace. Thomas Wallace! Oh, he's going to say goodnight here. He's done. And that will be the game, I think. The Bulldogs up 24 points. What a try there from Thomas Wallace. Well, Kyle Lewis, he was through the line. He did well to get through the line, but he just pushed that one more pass. Thomas Wallace picks it up, breaks a tackle, and runs 40-odd meters there to score the try. That's just embarrassing. They're going to be 26 points up here. And Manly have less than... less than 40, obviously. Just over 30 minutes to go. I mean, Manly, you know, they've got a history about them. They know how to get a grand final win. They know how to get to a grand final. But, you know, a lot of these players have not played in a game of that caliber before. You look at this team list, and it's not like the Manly of years past. You know, you've got Casey K still. You've got players like Carl Lewis, Ben Punch, Ollie Partray, Creed Alex Chapman, but that's pretty much where the list ends. You haven't got the greats like Matty Harris, Jesse Bennett, not to toot my own horn, Will Kay, Malachi Booth, that's a name for you. So there's a lot of players missing from this side. Very traditionally stacked side. That just aren't here. You know, Daniel Punch even, another one of them. Just, I mean, they were always a top-heavy team. Brad Goodwin, Ethan Goodwin. The list just goes on for this Manly side. They've had a lot of great players come through, but probably their weakest season since maybe season 1. Obviously, Ruben Mobbs, after he wins this game, he'll be looking to turn that around next season. It's Ollie Partray getting through the line there. That's the second. Playing the ball. They go to the right. It will be Carl Lewis going to Creed Alex Chapman. Now it's going to be Kane Chapman-Kenny. Stepping through the line. That's the fourth. They go left. It's Creed Alex Chapman just ramping it up there. Manly looking to score in this set. And they'll quickly play the ball. There you go. Bontoff now goes to Carl Lewis. That's a much better kick. Maybe a little bit too deep now, but if they can get the ball... No, they can't. Jerry Maxwell takes it. That's to the 20 they will go. And you'd think there'd be a lot more chase on that kick. They're 20 points down here. They're barely a speed hump at the moment for the Bulldogs. And, you know, someone's clipped the wings of the Seagulls here. It's going to be Vavali Ngawa on the inside. Beautiful pass there. Daniel Hellier just putting on a platter for his centre. Now they go Filippo Gould straight to the line. Filippo Gould being chased down. Gets a pass away to Columbus, but there's markers on him. At the halftime break, it was Beck Goodwin and Dom Young being brought off for Manly. It was Freddie Anderson and Ash Crutcher going on. Ash Crutcher, the bench centre. He doesn't care whether they win or lose. He just wants to get out of bench centre, I think. That'll be the fourth. The Bulldogs going left. It's going to be an inside ball play here. Not picked off by a Manly defender. I thought Ollie Partray was going to get a hand to it there. It's Maxwell playing the ball. They go right. It will be Moana putting it along the ground here. It's going to be Hellier. No, it will not be. I thought he was in for a destined try there, Daniel Hellier. But Bontoff, with some sticky hands, reels the ball in. Hellier filthy there. I don't think he'll be too filthy. He's been playing very well in a game where his team's 26 points up. So, really, he can't be too upset. As now it's going to be Coven Walmsley straight through the line. In a shining light tonight for the Seagulls. Taking a lot of their meters in the first half. And Beck brought down there. And last. They go to the right. It will be Bontoff. Puts the kick in over the top. It will be John by Maava. He's been looking. He's been desperate for a length of the field try all night. But he will not get it this time. Got around one though. And he was the second run meter urchin. I don't even know what you'd say. A third actually. He was third on the run meter leaderboard at halftime. 113 run meters. So he was very, very good in the first half. And like I said, Maava, if you've shown this form all season, it may have been a different story in terms of his MVP nominations and such. They go right now. Moana now goes to Hellier. Now goes to Maxwell. Can't get the ball away. Panthers next season looking to have Maava there as the captain. I'm excited to see what he does with that team, where he puts himself, whether he be a second rower, centre, a winger, a fullback, a half. What else could he play? Just about anywhere. Just about anywhere drawn by Mayava. He's a very versatile player. It's Lewis. Brought down there. They go left. Freeburn. Steps one. Shannon Freeburn. Off the right foot. Gets on the inside there. Wallace brings him down. They go left. Now it's going to be Ollie Pache. Gives it to Ben Punch. Flying the ball. That's the fourth. As they go to the right. It will be Carl Lewis. Ooh, awkward one there to Creelux Chapman, who gets through the line. Brought down the tackle, though. That's the fifth and last. As they go to the right. Lewis. Over the top. Mayava on another kick return. How many has he had tonight? Well tackled by Freddie Anderson that time. And this game has just... Oh, there's a big hit there on Joseph Jackson. Ollie Pache. Well, he's looking down at maybe his season being over after that hit. That he maybe looked at the judiciary during the week. That was a pretty dominant hit, but the referees had no issue with it. As that's going to be the first. Second tackle now. They go to the right. It will be Carl Lewis. If Manly can score here, I dare say their fans will go home a little bit happier than they are right now as they go. Ollie Pache pushing for the line. Flipped on his back, though, as that's the fourth. Going left. Short ball. Bontoft pushing on his back, and they're going to call this one as held up. Got to agree there. It's fifth and last. They go to the right. It will be Aaron Beckman, sorry. Puts up the high ball. And that's disappointing there, Manly. But really the story of their night, they have not been able to complete a single set here with points. The completion rate was 9 from 12 at halftime. It felt a lot lower than that. A lot lower. They just have not been able to crack this Bulldogs line. Not been able to find the right kicks. Cruz Bontoft has been a massive disappointment for them tonight. And you know, I think that there's a player in particular, a Scrutcher, that is a bit filthy that maybe he wasn't put in the 6 jersey. The story may have been different had he have been. Same with Carl Lewis, but all in the past now. There's not much I can do now. 20 minutes remaining. 26 points buffer. Cody Og just stepping around Cameron Hodgson there. But I feel like any effort that Manly put in now, it's all in vain. They can't show up 60 minutes late to the party. So that's going to be the second. They go to the right. It will be Bontoft. Goes to Beckman. Beckman steaming onto it. And he'll come away with that one. He gets up very timidly. Doesn't look well there, Aaron Beckman. In fact, he's coming straight off the field. We'll have some more news about that shortly. As they go to the left, it will be Bontoft. Now goes Payne Chapman-Kenny. Pushing for the line. Dom Young's come in the field. No, Ben Punch has come in the field, rather. As they go to the right, it will be Bontoft. Puts up the high ball. It's a bit of a floater here. It's going to be taken well by Maxwell. There we go. Thierry Maxwell, he's been great on the high ball tonight. In fact, all of the Bulldogs' back three have been. It's Manly, they have... I don't think they've put a single grubber kick in. Maybe one grubber kick they've put in. They have not been working the high balls. I don't know why you keep on putting it up. If it doesn't work, why keep going? They say insanity is trying the same thing over and over and thinking the result will change. Well, I think Manly have gone insane tonight. Bulldogs giving the ball away. Falling asleep there, Filippo Gould. He's a bit tired at the moment. He may be a little bit fatigued. As that's going to be the third. Playing the ball. They go to the right. It will be Bontoft. Inside ball. Ben Punch. Brought down on the 10. Playing the ball. They go to the left. It will be Walmsley. Down there. As they go right. Bontoft puts it along the ground. Beautiful kick. Lewis will get the try. Kyle Lewis has been one of their best tonight. He'll get it for Manly. But I think it's a little too little and a little too late. I mean, they finally put it on the ground and look what happens. Results. If Cruz Bontoft could have figured that one out maybe 65 minutes ago, Manly would have been able to be in this game, but Lewis has the opportunity to make it only a 20-point loss now. 20-point deficit. There's still plenty of time for the Bulldogs to go down the other end and score. And this is a disappointing way to end their season, Manly. The end of an era for them. Kane Chapman-Kenny will be stepping down as captain. Last leader of the dynasty. He'll be less involved in the club. He'll still be a fullback, but I don't think he'll have anything to do with leadership in season. Big congratulations to him on the captaincy, the career that he's had. He's obviously not retiring. It makes it sound like he's retiring. This is a big deal. This is one of the best captains that we've seen. Best players that we've seen over such a prolonged period of time. Stepping down as the captain of his favourite club, of his home club. Manly, they really have been disappointing tonight. Here's KCK now, stepping around one, and the Bulldogs, they've known that he was the one that wanted the ball in the second half. He really still hasn't been able to do much. So here's a 40-20 attempt from Carl Lewis. Instead, it's going to find Cody Ogg on the wing. Cody Ogg down the wing. He's going to be brought down by Tatira Maxwell. He ran in field. He should have stayed on the wing. As they go to the right, Buckingham, whatever it may be. Kamene now. He's going to get away. Ruwiri Kamene off the drop ball. He's going to run 90 metres here. And the Bulldogs, something from nothing. Ruwiri Kamene take a bow. Well, a bit of chaos there. It was an interesting kick to Cody Ogg on the wing. The very next player, drop ball. And the Bulldogs just go coast to coast for yet another try tonight. It's Thomas Wallace brought down. Oh my goodness. Brings it down. 34 points to 8. 26-point difference. I mean, I don't know what else can be said. I think that after this one, the Bulldogs are going to be a very hard team to beat for either the Warriors or the Storm.
Held. 1. Release.
I think they will go into next week being the heavy favourites. Oh my goodness, and a held and tackle penalty just because Manly's problems weren't enough. You've got your lock off with an injury. You're 26 points down. And now you give a penalty away afterwards. It's not a strong... It's the second half here from the from the Seagulls. Not a strong game at all. They've lacked direction out there tonight, and they've lacked discipline, to be honest. They really have not been good with the ball in hand. They haven't been good in defense. They've just been quite awful all over the park. And the Bulldogs, they've just known exactly how to capitalise on it. Damien Moana, he's just a strategist, isn't he? He's just a... There we go, that's an example there. Draw and pass. Just a simple... he goes to the fundamentals when they're a little bit flustered, and they just seem to always execute. Here's another one. Oh, no, I thought it would be. But I think driven back in his own in-goal there, Dom Young. It will be a dropout. I thought that was a gimme there for Tatira Maxwell. In fact, it was not. It's Filippo Gould on the kick return. Breaks the tackle of one. Brought down. He plays the ball. They go to the right. Now it's going to be Moana. Links up with Johnston. He'll play the ball. That's the second. Go to the left. Namina. That's going to be Namina just barging over one. As they go left, Moana spreads it to Johnston. He'll play the ball in the fourth. They go to the right now. It will be Hellier. Fifth and last now. The Bulldogs. What can they do here? They want to put 40 on this team. They want to make it hurt. As they go left, it's going to be a bit of an awkward one there. Moana drops the ball. Carl Lewis is a bit of space now. But Johnston will bring him down at the halfway line.
He's held there.
So that's going to be Rex Buckingham.
One. Release.
Starting from dummy half.
Held.
The Bulldogs, they know Manly can't do anything at this point in the game. Dom Young.
He's held
Brought down there.
2.
That's the second. As they go left, it's going to be Coven Walmsley. Straight through the line, Coven Walmsley.
Held.
That will be the third
Held.
play the ball. They go right. Now it's going to be Carl Lewis. He's been the best player tonight, I think. Carl Lewis putting his back over the line.
Move.
The amount of times they've been on this line and haven't scored, I wouldn't be surprised if Manly are unable to score again here tonight. As they go left. Now it's going to go to Cody Old. Spreads it to Cruz Bontoff.
He's held there. Tackle 5.
They go right. Ash Crutcher gives it. Oh, beautiful kick there to Beck Goodwin. And it's almost like someone said, if they grubber it, they will score. All too little, too late here for Manly. Just looking to save a bit of face here. Good kick there from Ash Crutcher. And he's got the potential to make a good half, doesn't he? Interesting. There we go. Manly looking to make it 14 points to 34. I think Carl Lewis will get it from here. There you go. Easy kick there from Carl Lewis. 20 points of difference here. Manly. I know, I've said it, they're going to be disappointed, aren't they? But I think that the main thing is, you look at the other side and you see Ruben Mobbs, and you just think, at least we've got someone who knows how to win these games, who knows how to get under the skin. He's a very, oh my goodness, a great pass there to Tom Young. He's a very important part of the Bulldogs leadership team. So, you know, you've got that quality coming across. And you know, maybe that just takes a little bit of stress. Not the end of the world, you know. They come back next season. A lot of these players will be moved on, I assume. A lot of these players may stay as well. But whatever it may be, it's going to be a different club next season. It's going to be under new leadership. It's going to be under new formation. And maybe some different strategies will come up. Maybe Coven Walmsley will be in the middle of the field. Maybe Dom Young will be on the wing. No one's to say for sure what Ruben Mobbs is going to do with this side, but I dare say he's going to do a great job. Dare I say it. As Angie Slugger away now. Angie Slugger, he wants to make it 40. He's going to cross the 20 metre now. The 10, he's unscathed, untouched. Not so much as a high five on the way through. And there is the Bulldogs. 40 points. Well, he's been looking to do that all night, Angie Slugger. He has just... he's achieved his wish. It's been a very long game here. Especially for a Manly player or supporter. It's been a very long game. There's Waltz. Slots that one. 14 to 40 is this one. Just 2.5 minutes remaining here, and the Bulldogs, they're looking down the barrel. They are looking forward to Sunday night. The grand final is within their grasp. They're ready to go. They amped up. They're excited. We'll be watching eagerly tomorrow night to see between the Warriors and the Storm who will be their opposition in the grand final. It's Tierra Maxwell here just going for a run. Easy. And he's still got energy. Oh my goodness. That's just a mockery now. But Columbus, he gets cut down, actually. I didn't think he'd be cut down. But they've done well to chase him down. Good ball from Tatira Maxwell. Beautiful ball. Mayava's in. Beautiful try there. And now the Bulldogs just lap it on. Just going to keep on going. I'm sorry, John Boy. I'm sorry for not being too excited in that one. But oh my goodness, my voice is sore from all the screaming I've had to do from your running tonight. From the Bulldogs' tries. And wow. Wallace missed that. 14 to 4. Surely that's all the game says. At the time of the last check, only one person is happy with this result in terms of tips. I personally took the Sea Eagles to win. But, big congratulations to Dry Collins. He's the only person that took the Bulldogs 19 plus. I don't know whether there was method or whether it's just simply madness. But that is all we have time for, I think. 30 points up. A very dominant win here from the Bulldogs. Filippo got with the last run of the night. And the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, they will be going to a grand final. They are excellent. An excellent performance, a clinical performance. Manly unable to get the lollies tonight, unable to secure a spot in the big one, in the big dance. But the Bulldogs, they have sent a threat, really, to both Melbourne and Auckland, whoever the winner is of that match tomorrow night. They are going to be... It may be the case, if they play like this next week, it's whoever wins that game tomorrow night wins the right to lose to the Bulldogs, because I do not see them slowing down after that performance. That was something else entirely. That was not even human from the Bulldogs. They showed no signs of humanity and no signs of slowing down or mercy. As we look at the stats, Beck Goodwin and Carl Lewis try each for the Sea Eagles, obviously taking the 2 points as well, Carl Lewis. And 8 tries from the Bulldogs, 2 to Tatira Maxwell, who was phenomenal tonight. John Boy Mayava got 1, Us Willis, Damien Moana, Ruiri Komene, Thomas Wallace. And there's someone else that's been left off the sheet there. But I can't think of who it is right now, but there is someone else that we will talk about in a second. If you look at the possession, Bulldogs actually did not complete well at all. 23 from 31 is pretty shocking. So it was 19 from 24. So not great, but I think the Bulldogs, in completing 8 sets, it's still winning this. Doesn't really matter to them that much. They just tuned out a bit in that middle period of the second half. Tackles quite similar. Missed tackles 9 more for the Sea Eagles. And line breaks 9 more for the Bulldogs. Makes sense, really. But they were just clinical tonight, the Bulldogs. They were very, very strong. So look at some individual stats. 210 run meters for Carl Lewis. He was the best on field for the Sea Eagles tonight. He got a try. He got pretty much scored all their points apart from Beck Goodwin. So he was really good. 4 line breaks. He missed only 1 tackle, made 16. Really solid performance from him. Buckingham, I thought, was pretty good. He did some good scoots from dummy half, but his defence left a bit to be desired. Walmsley, similar, very strong performance as always from him. He's just a meter eater. He just knows his role is just to tire down Cameron Hodgson in that match. He did so. He just tried to build a platform, but his halves just couldn't do much tonight. You look at Kane Chapman-Kenny, and you say only 2 line breaks for him is very unusual for KCK. Not a great performance for him. Similarly, Cruz Bontoff, he had a bit of a shocker tonight in terms of kicking. He got 1 try assist, but he was pretty poor. To be honest, he was pretty poor in his kicks. He just, I don't know, maybe they need to think about who goes into that 6 jersey for the Sea Eagles next season, because that is an all-time choke, and he hasn't had the best of seasons, shall we say, for Cruz Bontoff. There's a lot of light at the end of the tunnel here for the Sea Eagles. Ruben Mobbs is coming to the club. A lot of things are going to change, but until then, I think you're just going to take this one on the chin, learn from it, and come back stronger next season. We'll move on now to the Bulldogs. Thomas Wallace best on field for me. 22 tackles, 1 missed, 1 tackle break, 2 line breaks, a try, 6 conversions. He was really, really good tonight. Not to mention 286 run meters. Really solid. We look at stuff like that. And Tatira Maxwell, 230 run meters, 5 line breaks, 2 tries. Gould was great on the second row. Just phenomenal from Filippo Gould. Angie Slugger, he was really good. John Moimava, really good. Johnston, really good. Kamene, that try that he scored was very, very impressive. Namina, Mobs, Hellier, Moana. And the list goes on and on. You can talk about these players all night. I thought Hellier and Moana played very well as a halves combination. Moana as more of a director of the play. And Hellier, his running game was on point tonight. His defense was very good as well. He missed 2 tackles, made 9 though. But he made some important tackles. So he let Moana steer the ship tonight, and just he was allowed to just do his thing. So I thought he had a very good game, Daniel Hellier. I could go on and on. John Moimava got 7 line breaks tonight, as did Filippo Gould actually. So some very strong performances from the Bulldogs, and over half this team getting 100 meters or more. You guys got to be impressed with that. But that is all we have time for tonight. Thank you very much for joining me in the commentary box. The Bulldogs through to a grand final. They're first in their club's history. They're playing either Auckland or Melbourne in the grand final on Sunday night rather, at Accor Stadium. So make sure you tune in for that. That's going to be one hell of a blockbuster. We will see you very, very shortly tomorrow night for the clash between the Storm and the Warriors down in Melbourne for the first time since Season 1. Make sure you tune in that. Make sure you watch tomorrow night for more SRL Finals action.